extremely successful wedding photographer. Give her a shout.
Vanessa Joy. Vanessa Joy. What's up, Vanessa?
We're in Vanessa Joy's studio, and the reason we're here is that I'm with Jason. And for those of you who don't know Jason, he's kind of a big deal in the wedding DJ world here in the States. I'd say probably the most famous, biggest wedding. Put it this way, if there's a Super Bowl after party, this is the guy you're going to see playing it. If the wedding websites want to throw a party for all the DJs are on these sites, this is the guy they book. So I'm here with Jason because downstairs we are recording the Complete Wedding DJ program. It's a big new coaching program coming out this autumn or this fall. As you guys
so excited for this. So excited.
And so we're here stateside recording. So I'm in the US right now. So for those people who have to tune in over here at this time of morning, especially you West Coasters, I'm with you now for a change. I know about all these getting up early to watch us, things that you have to do. Welcome. So today, it's a bit different on Tuesday Tips Live. For those of you who are new to the channel, by the way, usually on this slot, we give you tips on DJing from the Digital DJ Tips Studio. Today, we're doing it with Jason here in New Jersey. So it's a bit different today because we are talking about wedding DJing and therefore wedding DJ tips. So if you've got questions you want to ask the world's most accomplished wedding DJ, I would say you're up there.
Bring it. Let's go. Fire it up.
Can you see the American enthusiasm against the British dry kind of, But anyway,
this is irony, right? This is irony.
Or lack of. Anyway, we're having a good time here, and you can ask this guy any questions today. So if you're new to the channel, this is all about DJ tips. We are the biggest DJ school online in the world, but we also do this every week so that you can get free stuff from us because it's all about giving you some value up front, right? So loads and loads of early comments. So the point is, if you are new to the channel, ask questions. We'd love to hear you. If you're watching us on Global DJ Network, you are the elites. Good to have you. If you're watching us on YouTube, good to have you over there as well, of course, and on our Facebook page as well. So lots and lots of early comments. Questions, though, for Jason is what we really want. So meanwhile, Jason, just let's have a few shouts to the Facebook crew there.
I appreciate everyone joining on. We got a bunch of people on here. So let me just see what we have. So what's up, Eric and Thomas and Eric and Timothy and Bernard and
Nigel,
and Nigel.
A lot of the regulars here.
Jeff, Tim, DJ, is it Nelly? Nell.
Your eyes are worse than mine.
No, I can't see that.
I've just learned something about this guy.
Sorry. These are I need binoculars over here. Thomas, we got you covered. We're working on the complete.
Thomas says, I need the complete DJ wedding program.
So we got something in the works for you. And you can learn about it. I think we have a short link that we can post up here where you can learn a little bit about it, and you can even kind of sign up so that.
So this is the link. So if you are a wedding DJ or you want to be a wedding or event DJ and you're interested in the training we're making with Jason, you can go there, djtips.co/wedding. Don't do it now. Wait till the end of the broadcast because we've got a load of free value up front to bring you here in this broadcast. But that is where to sign up to find out more about what we're working on.
What's up, DJ Harry from Barcelona checking in? What's up? Marcus, Dominique, Thomas. Yeah, good. Yeah, awesome.
There's an awful lot of people here coming in early. A lot of
people coming in.
Good to have you here. So here's our first genuine question. Good stuff for you, Denny. You got the first one. There's a band playing before you finish, and they're playing on a high tempo song. Do you keep that tempo?
No,
going?
Never. I would switch. I would go bipolar opposite. If they're ending with something in the 125 to 135 range, I'd probably start in with a throwback, or I'd probably go into hip hop. I would totally shift, take a right turn, and make an abrupt ending to where they were just coming out, unless that was not the vision of this of the event or style of event, and you just need to kind of stay in that pocket. And I might shift to something in the same tempo that might be a little bit different. So let's just say they were playing pop hits, I might go a little bit more clubby, or I might do a redrum or different type of throwback. I might switch directions, but keep that same tempo.
So it's okay because it's a change of format from band to DJ. It's okay to just say, right, reset.
I'm a big fan of a complete hard reset. So one more time, give it up for the band, blah, blah, blah. Boom, drop a track and then come in totally different direction, reset the room and build it your way. And when you do that, you have complete control over it. And that doesn't necessarily and only kind of relate to the band side. That also is if you are another DJ stepping on and closing out another DJ set, I like to frame it out and make a pronounced defining moment when you are in control as opposed to someone else, because we want to make sure that the brands kind of stay, and I guess that's a little bit more segmented.
Okay, so there's your answer there, Denny. If you've just joined us, I've got Jason Jani here on a special Tuesday Tips Live. We are in an awesome wedding. Well, I said wedding.
This is like a wedding cave.
Photo cave production
Studio
place. Thank you, Vanessa, for the loan of it for this week. We're filming a new wedding DJ course, and so we're taking a bit of time out to chat to you live. If you're enjoying this, hit the share button, and if you are watching the replay, you probably weren't being notified that we were live. So click that subscribe button in order to be notified.
Shout out to Billy Frazier. Thank you for the support, baby. I appreciate that. Following from Scotland for years. I love that, man. Thank you so good.
Okay, so another comment here. This is from Pete. Says, this is a course I would love. I DJ many weddings as well as Sunday jazz soul chill sessions.
Love it.
How useful is it and how important is it for wedding DJs to DJ other things as well? Like not just weddings, like maybe bars, maybe do something like a Sunday soul jazz session, or you play clubs. How important is that, Jason?
I think it's super important, especially if what you're doing as your kind of like side hustle to the wedding game kind of supports like your brand and your style. I think being dialed in the nightlife world in some capacity is really, really good to stay on trend with kind of the culture and social norms of your area, and to stay dialed into, you know, the people that are going out in the clubs are the people that are going to be getting married tomorrow. So, right, it's like you got to think about like strategic positioning. So I've always found it to be super, super important, not only to stay up to current trends and to be dialed in that way, but also to kind of have your finger on the pulse of like who's coming to you in the weeks, days, months, years ahead. And there's no other way to kind of like start, I guess, seeding out or prepping out your potential new clients or couples with experience working with, hearing you play live in whatever setting. Obviously, there's a big difference between clubs and weddings, and we talk about that
a lot
kind of significantly in the course. But
okay, so loads and loads of questions coming in.
I love it. Fire 'em. Let's go. Let's go. Comments. I'm ready.
Jason, it's too early for this enthusiasm.
And this is my first cup of coffee. Forget it.
How do you manage songs, says Matt, that you've agreed with the hosts, along with ongoing requests from guests throughout the night? So I guess this is, you've got an idea what you want to play, but then the hosts have got an idea, and then the guests have got an idea. How do you manage the whole lot?
I think you have to do it kind of carefully and strategically. So first and foremost, your hosts, or the people that are hiring you for the event, their priorities are paramount before any guests or whatever. So one of the questions I always ask the people that I'm working for is, do you want me to honor guest requests? And more oftentimes than not, like, people trust in the ability that like we're bringing to the table, and you know, they might say no, we don't really care what people ask for.
You ask that question up front.
100% ask that question.
Wow, so there you go, people. There's
all the time. But if let's just say they say, you know what, I want you to honor guest requests, I think you have to use your best judgment in how you do that, and make sure that you're programming your night appropriately. Because if one bad song, as we all know, could totally disrupt the foundation of hours of work getting to a certain part. So you don't just play things randomly. Honestly, what I'd like to say to everyone that comes up and asks, even if it's a great request, is I never agree to doing it 100%. I'll say I'll do my very best to make sure we can get to it, but we never ever just say, yes, I'm going to drop it, and then you play some horrible song that totally changes the flow or upsets someone or whatever. And I could tell you stories for days on this, but
okay, so be careful.
That's a quick one. What's up, Mario? What's up, baby?
I thought I'd chuck Mario's comment on there so you could say hello.
Shout out to him.
Okay, cool. So there's loads and loads. Oh,
I love it. Flying in.
Look at this. Mario's very, very pleased to see you here.
I love that. So good.
So this is an easy one to answer. This comes from DJ Giglogs on
What's up,
YouTube.
Dash?
Will the wedding DJ class, DJ Dash is obviously typing nice and excitedly there, be given by Jason's crew or the Digital DJ Tips crew? It's this dude. It's his course.
Actually, it's a collaboration. We're doing it kind of together.
I'm
right?
the teacher. Anyone who's seen the Laid Back Luke course, I'm the teacher. I'm here to associate, produce it, be here, direct it. But this guy's knowledge and this guy's information and this guy's blueprint is what you're learning. So yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah, if you want to like check out some of the work, if you're not familiar with who I am, go on and check me out. Search me here in Facebook or on Instagram at Jason Jani, or my company is at SCE Event Group. So SCE Event Group. Just find me, search me, look it up, and you can see some of the awesome that we've been able to do for people over some time.
Scott says, been doing weddings here and there for around 6 years or so. I'm curious if you let songs breathe more in wedding sets versus club or party sets.
It depends on the party. There's no one. So that's a great question, Scott. I think being a dope DJ means that you know when to turn it up or when to pull it back, and you know how to program your night properly. So if you see everyone in the room singing the words of the song, you might let it breathe longer than you would in a club where you're just firing out chorus out or verse out, verse chorus out, right? In a wedding, it's a little bit of a different setting. So you have to be really aware, dialed into the people that are in front of you, and just use your best judgment. I mean, look, there's always times where you might end a song a little bit too early, and you can always feel when a song is on a little too long, right? Like you can see the attention and kind of like that energy on the dance floor settle a little bit. So just use your best judgment. I think some parties require you to kind of like sleep on some stuff, and some parties require you to like turn it up and boost it. And there's different parts in parties where you might let things breathe a little bit, and then there's parts of parties where you're gonna come out and boom, 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 boom. Like, you know, it just really depends on where you're at in that moment.
I love this one. Should a DJ eat food from the client when on duty?
It depends if they're hungry. No, I personally don't really like to eat wedding food, and that's over the years I've gotten really heavy and I've kind of managed my weight back. I think a big part of that is eating some of the great tasting but bad for you food that can be found at weddings. If I'm going to eat anything at a wedding, I usually eat a little bit during cocktail hour, and I try to stay on like the fruits and vegetables tip. I try not to eat a little bit of everything. Just not good for you. And I always bring snacks and stuff like that.
Steve at Digital DJ Tips says, hey guys, looking good. Together is my favorite place, written on the wall behind you.
This is courtesy of Vanessa Joy. And if you're not familiar with Vanessa Joy or Rob Adams, they're a power couple based in New Jersey, but they service people all over the planet. She's like a super dope, super talented speaking photographer. She works with Canon and Animoto. Shout out to them. And of course, Wedding Pro. And Rob is a filmmaker, a cinematic filmmaker that specializes in the wedding space. Her husband, and he does wedding films all over the planet. I mean, incredible work, and really, really good people. And they've allowed us to come into their space and pretty much take it over. So we can film
it's awesome. It's awesome what they've done for us, and I wish we could take them downstairs to show them the setup. But hey, let's hold some stuff.
Yeah,
back.
let's do that. It's cool though. Definitely different.
So Nigel says this course that we're talking about now was mentioned at Mobile Beat Las Vegas earlier this year. Looking forward to this. So I didn't do Laid Bake Luke's course. I think he means Laid Back Luke's course. So I could save the dollar for this. They're very, very, very different things, as you'll find out. This is a program. This is a coaching program. This will take you a year to do, minimum.
And shout out to Laid Back Luke, and of course Phil and the crew from Digital DJ Tips for bringing that all together. I mean, two totally different universes, right?
Yep.
Luke's course is all about how he does what he does, programming, mixing, all that kind of stuff. This is really a course built on mindset and helping people not only make the jump from the club world to the private event space, but also like being the very best that you can be when you are in the private event space. And it's not really a how-to of how to mix this or do this, a lot of the granular stuff. That's stuff that we're going to give as bonus kind of like content, but this is really about mindset, how to build your business in an effective way, and how you can absolutely smash your local wedding market your way. It's not my way. It's using theories and thoughts and foundational principles that have allowed me to grow my company to where it is. And everything can be applied for your space, your universe, the way that you rock parties and the people that you rock parties for. So it's very adaptable to the individual, and we've taken a ton of time to create this content. I mean, like, we've been working on this since before Mobile Bee. I mean,
since last year's DJ Expo. This is a long time. This has been in the making,
and not a sales thing. This is real deal. Like, I've never put my name on something with education. I get asked to speak and asked to present, and asked to share content all the time. I get hit up constantly from people looking to better their business, and I've never found the right way to kind of deliver this content until linking up with Phil and the entire team from Digital DJ Tips. So it's something that I'm insanely proud of. It's not going to be for everyone. It's going to be for a select group of people that really want to take their path to a whole nother level. And man, there's a lot. Share the link. And if you want to learn more, just sign up, share the link. Let's
Let me
get on board, because this is going to be like something that's not just like a global thing. Like, I'm not going to stuff this with shout out to Luke. We're not going to stuff this with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people. Like, this is going to be for a select group of people, and there's going to be a lot of coaching involved in this, and a lot of like one-on-one, and a lot of like collaborative kind of like working. It's something profound in our industry, and it's not done anywhere. I can assure you that. And I know everyone, or I know a lot of people, and I know what's out there. This is something very different.
So I can tell you're quite excited about this course.
I'm pumped. I'm about to I'm gonna start doing push-ups real quick. Like, we're ready.
When should a DJ collect the money for their services? Before or after DJ services?
A month before.
Okay, simple, easy question.
Yeah, don't even sleep on that. Like, you need to be paid in full before you even walk in the door. Don't even bother someone at their event to collect money unless it's a tip. Like, seriously, and don't ask for the tip. Just have everything paid, resolved before you even get to the event. It'll save you stress, save them stress, and don't deal with a host of issues that can come up from collecting it at the event.
Ross, people that are going out to clubs are the people that are getting married tomorrow. You nailed it there. So there you go. Does that sticker behind Phil say tequila is my favourite food?
I don't know, but tequila.
Together is my favourite place, but maybe there's a tequila is my favourite.
I mean, tequila is one of my favorite foods. I'm just saying.
How
there may or may not be tequila in this coffee. I'm just kidding.
Okay, so just a few people just giving us a what's up here, but loads and loads of. Here's a good one. This is from Anton the DJ.
Anton, what's up, baby?
Any tips for those who have a fear of the mic?
Everyone goes through fear of the mic. You have to start somewhere. You have to get comfortable in that. You have to get comfortable in your skin. That only comes with doing the work, putting your time in. So I remember the first time I used to like have to make announcements, I would shake and my microphone would shake like this. I remember being a club DJ and like, oh, I have to announce for a special. And I would like think about what I was saying 10 times before I even said it. And I would say it out loud. All right, we're going to do $2 pair of whatever. We're going to do $2. We're going to do $2. All right, everyone, we're going to do $2 this. And then I would get the oomph to get on that mic and be like, all right, everyone, we're going to do this. It comes with time. You got to get comfortable. And the only way you're going to get comfortable is by doing it. My tip would be start doing it at home. Start doing things when you're in the shower. Start doing things when you're getting ready. Do it in front of people. Hey, babe, let me just run through some things I'm going to have to do. And a little bit of hustle and even what feels like awkward and uncomfortable kind of like mannerisms and practice activities will help you a ton in the future. Go through things and don't be afraid to do it in front of people that you share your time with, personal lifetime with.
People say add at least 50% more enthusiasm and movement than you would do normally, which in your case, you'd literally be going through the roof, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I feel like the big thing with like being an MC and providing direction is, one, it's all about being precise with what you're saying. It's all about inflection and putting yourself behind what you're saying, and really, like, I would say, thinking through the content. And that's kind of like an extension of being precise. So thinking about what you're going to say, how you're going to say it, and how you could say the most effective call to action in the least amount of words and not overdoing it. I feel like sometimes people just talk too much. And for me, I've never been someone that likes to overdo it. I think less is more, especially in the area of the MC work. But it's super important that you're dialed in and you're saying exactly what you want people to do and giving them very clear, very pronounced direction.
And for God's sake, turn that music down enough so they can hear you.
Yeah, dip the music a little bit, 50%, boom, 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 boom. Back up,
So DJ Matt Dodge, as a younger club DJ who's done weddings, how could I use my age and experience to separate myself from those older cookie cutter career wedding DJs?
I would just say, yo, my name is Matt Dodge, and I'm a fresh face in the industry. I bring a fresh look to what has been and outdated. So like, here's the deal, Matt. Like, I'm now getting a little bit older, but I've made an entire career of disrupting my local wedding community by doing things unorthodox, very different than what most people, if you read the book on how to be a wedding DJ, would say you need to do. I'm the guy with tattoos. I wear sneakers when I do parties. Like, I don't really care. I'm not defined by traditional rules. So like, my thought to you and my words to you would be as authentic as you possibly can. Make sure that whatever you're promising to people, you deliver on. And there's nothing wrong with being an alternative to what everyone has always done, I feel like that's a room for opportunity for you. So conveying the message that, hey, I'm 25 years old, I've done a bunch of weddings, and I bring a fresh look to this local scene, and I can help smash your wedding to something that you're going to be proud of in the very end. That's a powerful thing to say to someone, and I'm not going to do the same thing that people have seen a million times before. So if you're doing the same thing constantly, another thing is just kind of shift and shake it up every once in a while.
This is from Jeffrey on YouTube. Hi, Jeffrey. How do I break into the wedding DJ market with a minimal setup, like 2 speakers, a controller, but no lights?
Say, I'm Jeff Plummer, and I'm the best wedding DJ available, and all I need is music to make your party a success. Make sure that you're priced appropriately, and make sure that you're not selling things that you can't deliver. Make sure that you focus in on the venues that don't require lights and all the extras to be a great party. Not that you need that to be a great party, but focus in on the areas that maybe don't do well with bright purple or pink or whatever lighting, like rustic venues, barn venues, lounge venues, things that you're not going to bring a lot of technology into in order to make a success. Don't try to attack the venues that are monster venues that require large productions, and don't try to compete with people like me at SCE. No, I'm just kidding. That was a poor joke, but I think you understand what I'm saying. Focus on your strengths and really try to convey that authentically to couples of why you're an incredible option for them without all the extras, and scale your business and grow your business.
So reinvest, when you can afford it.
When you can. Yes, I think the biggest thing to do is not focus on lights. It's focus on the right sound equipment, the best speakers, a subwoofer, a controller, maybe the appearance of your book, the best microphones you can do. I think that's the core to your business, and then you grow beyond that. And there's a lot of great wedding DJs that don't even offer lighting. You can always partner up with an AV company or a partner entertainment company in your area and barter or work or collab up with someone, and now expand your portfolio without even investing in services, like wholesaling things out to other people and working out different agreements with people in your local market. That's where I would kind of focus my time. Jason Stewart, what's up, man?
We've been talking about this literally just before we came on. What's the secret to hiring and keeping great talent around you? In your case, you're surrounded by great talent. It's one of your trademarks. What's the secret?
Very honest. You have to be very honest, and you have to treat people, give people an opportunity to do things their way. I think, honestly, if this is an important question to you, this is something you might want to really consider joining us in the program that it's kind of a complex question, because you have to treat people well, you have to give them the room to grow, and you have to support all of their needs. I think if you treat people fairly and honest, and you run your business transparent, and you do the right thing, there's strength in numbers in all businesses. So the more people you have around you, the bigger things can be for everyone that's fully dialed in. You have to have the same mindset, share the same goals and aspirations, and support each other fully. So I think as a leader in a business, you have to support people's hustle and help them get to where they want to be happy. I think communication is key in that question.
Fine words.
There's a lot there.
This is a good one. Jason.
Whoa, what's up, Ross?
Do you feel that weddings have got progressively harder to manage people's musical expectations over the last 10 years or so, particularly in a time when people are used to being able to play whatever they want now, the streaming generation? Has that made it harder to be a wedding DJ over the decades that's just gone?
I think people in general are just different. Couples are getting married today. I mean, think about someone that's 25 to 35 years old. Think about the things that they've been subjected to in their lifetime, and understand the culture that surrounds them, right? At any time, you don't even need to buy an album anymore. You could just go on Apple Music for your $10 a month and listen to whatever album you want with no strings attached, right? You can go on YouTube and listen to anything. So to answer your question, it hasn't made it harder. It's just made the world we work in more complex. And I feel that people are getting married now expect more out of their entertainment than they ever have before. But the good part for those that are DJs like us is, if you can justify your value and present your value in a way, you can ask for a lot more money as long as you can accommodate people's needs. So you have to work with culture, and change is scary for some people. Just embrace it, figure out how you can incorporate it. And now the platforms like Serato have these streaming services, Beatport and Tidal and SoundCloud. Like, you can get music easy, and your phone is a hotspot, and you can always get access to stuff, download things on the fly if need be. So just learn how to manage that. And I think the quicker you can do that, the further you can go in this business.
So I've got loads of you asking where they find out more about the course we're talking about. djtips.co/wedding, the course we're making. We're filming here at Vanessa Joy's studio in
shout out Vanessa. What's up, baby?
In New Jersey. And indeed, DJ JTech says Vanessa Joy is awesome. Saw her presentation at Mobile Beach.
So Vanessa's a really good friend of mine. She crushes it, and she's also a speaker for Canon, for Animoto. She travels around, does these like master classes for photographers. So if you're a DJ offering photography or anything like that, look her up. Also, if you're planning a wedding and you want a dope photographer, she's super, 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 super sick. So what do we got here?
We've got two here.
Let's fire them out. I'm not done. I'm on a roll. Let's keep it going. I
want to get Eric right. And Sean, because they're both saying something similar. Sean says, I try to start the night with older tracks. The older crowd will enjoy. The young people will usually be there drunk at the end of the night for the new stuff. And Eric says, most DJs try to hold back the bangers till the end of the night. Do you think they should be played earlier? So this is about music programming.
So I think it really depends on the party. I mean, like, I never hold things back, because what if something happens, and what if those people go outside to have a cigar and they're not there at the end of the night? Like, I try to like make the wedding as sick as I can the moment I have an opportunity to start the dance floor. And to reinforce this a little bit, maybe we can go a quick live this weekend, because Phil's going to be joining me for a wedding. He's actually going to see me work a wedding. I don't try to hold anything back. I try not to like keep things in my pocket. I think that the world today has enough good music to keep people on the dance floor for an entire span of 4, 6, 8 hours if you need to. Just do your homework and of course keep things moving. So invest your time. Vanessa, come on over here real quick. I'm sorry, we're on a Facebook Live and we're giving you a lot of shouts.
You've got no choice now.
You're getting like some love. So this is Vanessa. So say what's up to everyone. We're doing a Facebook Live, and you're getting some love from people like, oh, they're at Moldy.
You are getting love here, Vanessa. I don't think we had so many comments. There we go. There's the comment. So.
Oh, how nice. Yeah.
So, Vanessa.
Mobile Beat's a good time. I enjoy all you DJs.
Thank you for the studio, Vanessa. We couldn't have done it.
We were like, is this tequila on the wall?
See my subliminal message here?
Wait, what does it say? This says
choose joy.
It says together is my favorite place.
Is this tequila? It
doesn't say tequila is my favorite drink. Seriously, you lot. Come on.
That would also be accurate.
All right then.
You guys get back to it.
In a bit, Vanessa. So, Armando, how do you scale your business so you can do at least 2 weddings a week? So far, I have a steady amount of customers coming in yearly, but I feel like I've hit a roof. I do online promo, I get word of mouth, and I respond on Facebook pages. So I think the issue here is not being able to do the weddings; it's being able to attract more leads.
I think the answer is, one, do you have the proper team around you to support the additional work? 1, and then 2, it's about growing your business wide, not forward, right? Forward would be like, okay, do I have this maintaining your first team? Now it's like, how do I grow wider, and how do I do it? So I'm a big fan of like sharing content. I'm a big fan of having people that are on the team embrace the lifestyle and, of course, the common goal of what we're trying to do. If you follow the SCE Event Group, my company, you'll see that everyone has their own brand. Everyone markets themselves, and we all do it as a collaborative effort. So like, we all support each other's hustle, whether it's directly related to SCE or it's an extension of SCE, like things like some of the videos that our team is putting out for vlogging or for whatever. I think the right way is to look at the things that have worked for you and double down in areas that actually are producing results. Don't blindly do advertisements. I love using platforms like Instagram, and there's not a ton of costs associated with platforms like Instagram and Facebook and YouTube, for that matter, to put together great content to market your team in a different way. I like to keep things moving. I like to keep things shifting, and I like to kind of like keep putting content out from more than one resource. And of course, communicating the message. Sometimes the easiest thing for someone to do to grow wide is just to communicate the message, saying like, hey, it's not just me here. We have other people available for your event. So if I'm not available, hey, this is the perfect person for you as long as they can deliver.
So having different DJs can actually in itself start to attract more people to you because you're specializing in.
Absolutely, let people kind of like convey the message that fits their business the best.
So we are at the end of our allotted time because I'm going to drag you away from this. He'd stay here all day, but we've got we've literally got 15 things to do in the next 6 hours. So I've got to drag you away.
I was exhausted last night. Like I'm just saying, if you want to get stuff involved, like if you want to take your business to another level, this is not an infomercial set. This is not an infomercial sale. Like legit, I'm pouring my mind into this opportunity for people to actually like experience what has allowed me to grow my business. And for those of you that are not aware of my company, the SC Event Group, like we do events all over the planet. We work for celebrity people. We do things that I never dreamed were even possible. And it's not a BS thing. I mean, legit, we are so lucky. Like I turn away more work than I actually can do. Like,
and there's 9 of them. There's 9 full-time DJs, and they're turning away
2,000 events a year. Like it's insane what we're able to do. So
we're proud to have nailed you down. It's been a long quest. I've been stalking this guy. It has been a long quest to get this all working.
I'm excited.
Anyway, let's take a couple more. Richard on YouTube.
What's up, Richard?
I did a wedding on Saturday, and even with my wife and a rock and roller cart, I struggled to get my gear all the way through a huge hotel within the allotted 16-minute setup time. Any tips here?
More people.
Simple, more people.
In order to do things that require... quick example. There's a venue. Jeff, who's from the SC team, he's actually here with us today, helping us shoot. He's doing a wedding at a place in Atlantic City. It's from the moment you leave your car, your van, your vehicle to the venue. It's a 25-minute walk. It's over a mile, but you have to go through 3 elevators. You have to walk the length of a pier twice, and it is one of the things that we do when we quote events that we actually have like an added assistant fee. So even though our company standard is that we have at least 2 people at every one of our events, this one venue requires us to have a 3rd person or we will not do the event. So we charge an extra amount of money per event for anyone that wants to use us. And you know what? We have no problem saying we're not available if they can't afford it or they can't pay it, because for us, it's better to not work in a situation where you are miserable and you're struggling to set up and you're not happy the whole day and you're dreading the loadout if you don't have the right team around you and the resources. So you either have to trim down your equipment, which it sounds like if you're just having a rock and roller court, you already do. Your wife might... I don't know your wife, and she might be physically fit and all that stuff, but she might not be the right person to have around you. So you might need either her and another person that can help push the carts harder, faster, or move more stuff around. But I think it's all about scaling your team properly to support the needs of your event.
Last question, Jason.
Yep.
Says, how do you feel about those line dances? I have a lot of brides who think they're overplayed and cheesy. I think they're good to get people dancing. How do you convince the bride to have some of them played at their wedding?
I wouldn't. So, Jason, what's up, man? So, to be very honest with you, I think if you're a dope DJ, you know what to play and how to play it. You don't have to rely on line dances to pack a dance floor. I think that you might need to spend a little time focusing on doing things a little bit differently, because a bride is going to tell you specifically what she wants and what she doesn't want. And if you do something she doesn't want, chances are you're going to shut the door of her becoming a brand ambassador in the future. So what I'm trying to say here is work on mixing, work on programming, work on playing music a different way so you don't have to become reliant on things that might not connect with brides. Most brides that are getting married today come from a generation where the interactive routines are not really preferred by some people. And I'm not saying it doesn't work. I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm not saying any of that stuff. I'm saying that a lot of people today have come up in a world where the DJ was the rock star at one point. They're used to seeing people.
They came up through EDM. They came up through clubs.
They came up where the DJ was the cool person. They've not gone to events where someone came on out and led the electric slide or the cha-cha slide or the get up or whatever. Like they've gone to events where the DJ was the iconic figure that came in and played a 1-hour power set that was pre-produced. They don't know the technical end of it, and they've they've seen this moment. They've been brought up with the Zeds, the David Guettas, these people, the chain smokers, right? They've seen these like monster acts come together, and they've seen people dance in festival-like settings or clubs that are packed like in Las Vegas, or even locally, local clubs all over the country, internationally. That's a thing. Day parties. That's the culture we're living in today. The interactive routines do work, and they work for some people really well. And there's some people that are incredible at them. But I would say if people are asking for something different, take your time to invest in being different and focus on music production, mixing, and ways that you can creatively engage people without forcing them to do something they might not be interested in doing.
Alan says, Digital DJ Tips has several courses about mixing. You should check them out. So thank you for that,
That's
Alan.
a good plug. What's up, Alan? Nice for the...
We love it.
Thanks for that.
Right, listen, people, we are done here. We've given you a good 40 minutes or so of content here. It's been a pleasure to have Jason on Tuesday Tips Live for a special. One more time, Laid Back Luke is our hero. That's not what I wanted to... I knew I was going to press that button at least 4 times.
Wait, was he on here? Is he on? Let's put him on here. Put him on again real quick. Shout out, if you haven't yet seen this Laid Back Luke... Go this way. This Laid Back Luke course with Phil and the crew. Check it out. It's an awesome thing. And shout out to Luke. He's just a legend.
However, if you're interested in learning more from Jason... djtips.co/wedding. This is a new program. Lots of you have been asking questions about it. We're not ready to release any more details about it right now. But all I can say is it's not something you'll do in a week. It's going to take a year. There's a limited number of students that are going to be allowed onto it.
It's going to be super dope, super exclusive. I promise you, if you invest your time and energy into this course, that I will help you in some capacity, in some way, get to another. You're not going to be the same person when you start it. From when you start it, when you end it. That's it. And I know it's coming off salesy, and I hate the thought of being salesy, but this course right here is something that we've been working a long time on creating and curating, so that we can help people literally change their businesses, change their lives, and push our industry up further quick.
Cool. There are links underneath. Thank you, Jason. There are links underneath. Kaylin says that. Thanks for the tips, man, and your online courses. Loving them at DJ Tips. So that's good to hear. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, Jason. A few people saying who went across the pond. It was me that went across the pond. That's why. Well, it's not why nothing. It was me, wasn't it?
I'm going. I need to go. I want to.
He's coming back at some point for sure.
I want to go to the other side.
So John, Jamie, Jason, everyone else who's saying thank you very much. It's good that so many of you came on today. Thank you for watching on Global DJ Network on YouTube and on Facebook. And thank you for sharing. Hit like and hit follow if you want more of this stuff. Meanwhile, get good, get out there, make the moments. We'll see you again soon. Bye.